Wenzes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about the challenges of INFJ men and what I think they can do to have a more productive, successful life and to actually be happy with who they are. So I was approached by a fellow INFJ if I could talk about the challenges of INFJ men, specifically because INFJ men are not considered this ideal macho picture that you know of men from like action movies or what society portrays a man to be. And I have a very personal viewpoint on this because I personally have always grown up thinking that I have too many masculine qualities. It's not like INFJ is a feminine type or anything like that. It's an intuitive type, which is not this let's do and get stuff done kind of thing. It's more contemplating, and it's an introverted type. So those are aspects that you could think of, might reflect feminine qualities in the very traditional old school kind of way, how women were supposed to act like 50 years ago and were not accepted in men. They were supposed to be assertive and all of those things. And since I am actually none of those things, like I'm an introvert, I definitely think more than I do. And I'm more of an intuitive type person because I'm not so much about getting like nitty gritty stuff done in the real world, but having like ideas and wanting to create them and so on. And for me at that point, those like the qualities that I actually like about myself, which are also included in me, like this is always something that comes on top of everything, which are that I am actually assertive when I know what I'm fighting for. And this is something like INFJs are known for, men and women. And I knew that I wanted to change something. I wanted to be like a pioneer in certain things. And those are all qualities that were, from my point of view back then, very masculine. And then I had, there were men I was getting to know, and I never wanted to show all those qualities and show them, listen, I can get more stuff done than you. I'm more ambitious than you, and so on and so forth. And I didn't want to show people those parts of me because I felt more masculine than them. I didn't feel like how a woman should feel. I felt nobody will want to protect me in a way, and all of those things. And then I was pushed into a corner and I had to break out. See, all of that time when I thought I was too masculine, I was like looking for people in my surrounding which mirrored back to me that yes, you are too masculine. I was surrounding myself with men who had their stuff together, like their shit together, and didn't get stuff done, and who were just talking about like I wanted to be considered a man, and I want like everybody around me to respect me in that way, like people who were needy, men who were needy to be considered manly. And I was drawn to those kind of people, and I was drawn to situations and to friends and everything that always reflected, yes, Wenzes, you have to act more passive. You have to act all of those things. And, I'm telling you this, I know I'm a female, but I wanted to talk about it very specifically from my point of view because I feel that if you get what emotionally went through within me, it can help you. Although you are an INFJ man and like you have different challenges, but it's actually just the same thing reversed. You're always, like if you look at your life, don't you always have like women around you who show you over and over again, yes, you're too passive because I'm choosing like this go get it, I'm always talking about everybody and all of those things. And you choose jobs and situations which always reflect back to you, yes, you're not like, this is not, how you're supposed to be. And what I found out when I was pushed into the corner, that actually all of those things that I thought of myself, I didn't let out because I didn't want people to know. I didn't want people to know like more and more how assertive I was, how much leadership and like things I had in me. But once I was pushed to the corner, I let all of those things out, and I knew nobody's gonna like me, everybody's gonna leave me. And I really changed a lot of relationships, like a lot of things like went blank because I just became a different person. But what turned out is that like so many things just happen in my life by me accepting all parts of myself. Because you should not forget, like if you're an INFJ man who feels that like people don't accept you or view you as masculine enough, you're still a man. This is an energy that is embodied in you, and there's a certain energy that you possess, and it does not matter if like what we think. You have a masculine energy, and it's always gonna be more prevalent and more obvious. And what I'm trying to say is this: the moment you accept that people will find you too feminine, that people will think you're not masculine enough, and you're really okay with it, and not in a way, I'm not gonna show them and I'm just gonna live in this small bubble and people are just not gonna know who I am, but you actually powerfully display all of those characteristics, which are just as part of you as every other, male quality you have in yourself, then guess what? You will show your masculine traits more, and you will show your so-called feminine traits more. This is what happened with me. Like the moment I decided, yes, I have all of those masculine considered qualities, but they make me who I am, and they make me fight, and they make me give me a better life, I was also more open to accepting all those feminine sides in me. And this is exactly what I want to tell INFJ men. Like, this is titled INFJ men, but actually if you're a woman, you can, also take everything out of it exactly like I did, because what I found out is that actually women started writing me and saying, yes, I also felt more masculine all the way. The moment you accept all parts in you, masculine and feminine, trust me, you will not feel like you're too feminine if you're a man, and you will not feel like you're too masculine if you're a woman. I sure as hell don't feel like that anymore. And why? Because I don't have any of those people around me who would think that about me. I don't have anybody around me who would reflect that to me. Like, I love who I am, and I feel more like true of who I truly am with all parts of me. And I want you to really feel that too, because it has so much power and joy that it brings, and it's just a waste of time every day. You hide that in yourself because you're scared that people are gonna leave you. Let them leave you. Let them all leave you. If this is not who you truly feel inside, then it does not matter who's at your side. Let them go. And then you can let people back in on your terms once you say, listen, I'm all of this. I'm not just like this one quality. I'm all of this. And I love who I am. And guess what? I'm bringing value because I'm empathetic. I know what you're going through. I have an intuitive mind that will bring me everywhere, and I can help you by giving you advice and so on. And there will be nothing that will give you an impression that you are considered, not manly enough. Trust me on this. Like, do this, you will love it. Let me know what you think, and I really want to see your progress in this, because this is like, there's so much power in who you are, and we're all just like, not taking it back, but we're all just holding back because we're scared of what people are gonna think, and how are we gonna be considered, and that we're not what society expects us to be. Great, don't be that. If you're not different, you're not gonna make a change. You have to step out of the mold, and you have to be completely you, because there's nobody like you, and the biggest value you can bring to anyone is being yourself. So let me know what you think, if you've had also breakthroughs like this, or if you're about to, and what you're doing to actually really complete yourself in that way, or pretty much bring out everything that is already complete in you. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to talk to you next time, and have a great week. Bye. So if you're interested in coaching sessions with me, write me up. You can write me a mail at info@wenzes.com. You can also comment under this video, ready for success, and I write you a message. Wish you all the best. Bye.